There we go. Welcome, everybody, to our Drop Talk Partner Co. business overview. I'm Christy Walsh, and it's Tuesday, November the 11th. Thank you for joining us this evening. We're just going to get kicked off right away.
I don't wanna wake up and let my dreams die. This moment I'm making mine. Don't tell me I'm wasting time. I'll show you what I'm made of and give my dreams life. I'll put it all on the line, just like I'm young, wild and alive.
Awesome. That was one of our company's marketing tools that we use. We have the best of the best marketing here at Partner Co., and we get to use it. So I will start off by talking about my story. This is me. This is me sitting there October. It was Thanksgiving in Canada, 2023, sitting and watching my family go dirt biking. I don't have my knee brace on there, but I was in a knee brace. I was riddled in pain from osteoarthritis, degenerative disc disease, fibromyalgia, speckled lupus. I was diagnosed when I was 11 years old with Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism. So my whole entire life, I have been battling the brain fog, the anxiety, the insomnia, the exhaustion, everything that comes with an autoimmune disease. And at this point in time, the reason why I pick this picture to share quite often is because I was currently working with my doctor and their in-house dietitian, and we were tracking all of my foods. I was eating healthy. They had me on restricted calories, which I didn't like. It was like 1,100 calories a day. I wasn't, I felt like I was starving, but each and every time I would have my check-in to show them what I've ate and ingested and drank for that week, the scale was up again. And it was the most frustrating and depressing thing I've ever been through. And they couldn't figure it out. Of course, we do blood work and everything was in normal range. Labs came back normal. This is something that we hear, especially as women, all the time. And so they offered me the shot. And yes, I could probably lose some weight on the shot, but I had a girlfriend that did the shot, lost some weight, but she got really, really sick because there's lots of different side effects. And I was already super sick. So I couldn't afford to get any sicker. I have two kids that are on the spectrum, teenagers. They rely on me for everything, sole income and emotional support and everything. So I couldn't afford to get any sicker. I thought that's what life was like. And in December of 23, I was redoing my will because I needed to figure out that if, I felt so terrible that if something was to happen to me, where would my kids go? Who would take care of my kids? And that's where I was until I was scrolling on Facebook at the end of February 2024. And I saw some before and afters, just kind of like mine now. And my girlfriend Joni was posting, and so I reached out to her and said, "What are these drops? Can they help me?" And so I bought a box of drops as a customer. And then I continued to watch her post a couple more times on Facebook. And I thought, okay, she's got her hands on a business because I've been in businesses my whole life. I had to have always a flexible schedule because of my kids' needs. And I reached out, asked her how much she made on that one sale just to me. And when she told me it was almost $80 and she didn't even have to contact me, I reached out to her. I knew she had her hands on something really special. So I enrolled as a brand partner. And she sent me an app called The Boards, and it came preloaded with a bunch of real people, real results, and follow-up text scripts, everything that I needed. And then I started looking at them and I got a little bit frightened because I needed to fire these things up at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. And I was worried what my friends and family and everyone would think of me because I have relied on them to always purchase my products, host parties, this and that. And so it took me about 3 days before I got out of my own head. I had to get out of my own way, right? Because if you stay doing the same thing and you expect different results, that's kind of crazy, right? So once I did, I scheduled out 2 weeks worth on Facebook. And within the first 12 days, I sold 31 boxes of drops because I even sold that box of drops I was supposed to get started on. And I pocketed $2,300 cash from people reaching out to me from the posts. And I locked in at what we call ultimate or top pay for life in the company in my first 12 days of posting. And I didn't even have my own testimonial yet. So I finally got started on the drops. By night 4, my night sweats cleared up. I slept through the night, didn't have to change my pajamas. By the end of the month, I was down 18 pounds. I was still eating the same way that I was when my doctor was tracking my foods, but I lost 18 pounds. So these drops work. And my biggest win at the end of the month was that I wasn't reaching for my Advil or my Tylenol. Because previous to the drops, there was nights I couldn't even walk up my stairs when I got home from work. And I was taking like a bottle of each of those pain relievers every single month. And I haven't reached for them now in over a year and a half. I could probably count in one hand how many I have taken for pain relievers, and that's just random. Then you see here, I'm down 40 pounds, and I've maintained that for over a year. And not only that, I retired from my regular job. It'll be my 1 year anniversary working this business full time on December 1st. Because all I'm doing is posting using our system and following up with my droppers and loving on my team, helping them do the same. Now, you must think, she must have had a lot of followers or friends on Facebook. And I didn't at first. I only had about 400 or so, 500 friends. And so Joni said, you have to add new friends every single day and as a part of our system of growth. And so Mary's name kept popping up, and I was like, oh, I don't really know her. How am I going to feel about adding someone, a stranger? We were from the same area. I knew of her, but I didn't know her. That's pretty weird to add somebody who you don't know. But I got out of my own way again. Like this business and is getting out of your own way and just doing the actions. And literally within 3 hours of me adding her as a friend, Mary came in and asked me, what are the drops?
And thank goodness she added me as a friend because little did she know I was looking for weight loss. That's all I wanted. I have tried everything. I tried keto. I generally eat healthy, but I couldn't lose the weight. I tried exercise. Nothing was budging. And I felt like crap all day long. I would go to work in the morning, come home, do the chores, and I had nothing left to give to my grandkids, to my husband, nothing. And so when I saw Christy's post, I thought, they're not going to work for me, but what the heck? I'll give it one last go. So I decided I knew that there was a discount if I enrolled or, did something like that. So of course I enrolled for the discount. Um, and I was crazy not to. It was such a low amount. So, but I was not doing the business. So when I got my drops, I tried the first box. I did not get rid of my boxes, but I was going to get rid of the two that I didn't need because the first month wasn't going to work for me. So I started on the drops. Within a couple of days, I noticed that my mood was so good. Apparently, my husband thought I was bitchy. So now I'm less bitchy. And then within 4 days, I noticed my knee pain was gone from osteoarthritis in my knees. I had no idea that that was going to happen. And within 3.5 months, I had lost over 40 pounds. In 2 months, my thyroid medication, I didn't need it anymore, you guys. My levels were all normal. And not only that, but my fatty liver disease cleared up. All of that, all of the scans came back normal. What it did for my health was incredible. Yes, I was in it for the weight loss, but it was so much more than that. Now I feel 20 years younger. I'm playing with the grandkids all day long, and it's so much fun. In May, I retired from my oil field job, and I'm doing this full time, and I'm loving it.
You know, you hear stories like that all the time. Of course, we cannot diagnose, treat, or cure. We can only share our stories. And so up next we have Carmen, and Carmen has a little bit different of a story because she's been in this industry her almost her entire adult life. So Carmen can tell you her story.
Thank you, Christy, and thank you, Mary. Yes, I have been in this industry for probably 20 years, in the health and wellness industry for 30. And I've made a lot of money in this industry with other companies, much like a long time ago. And last year, though, I wasn't not doing any of these kind of businesses, but I turned 54 and I found my body was putting on all kinds of weird weight every direction, but where it's supposed to be. And but not to mention, I was just my body was full of inflammation and hormones were out of whack. Like I had cortisol shooting through my body because I did raise 3 children in this industry. This industry works, it pays, and you can create really good financial freedom with this business. Um, but last year, without your health you have nothing, and I think that's the biggest thing for me. Is last year when my health started to take a downhill spiral, I got really fearful. I didn't know what was going on, and I had seen these Facebook posts, so I knew there was something going on out there. But when Christy actually shared her own personal testimony on Facebook, I will say this again and again: our stories are $1 million stories, because that was amazing for me to see that. That's real. That's somebody I know personally. And I thought, wow. So I reached out to Christy and learned that she was also making $10,000 a month. So that, like, for me, it's like there's 2 things that happen there. Like, her whole life has just had so much value added to it from just joining this company, trying their products, and following a system of growth. So a few months later, I decided to jump in also, and I decided to do my first Facebook post, which I'm going to tell you, to be honest, I thought they were corny, but I also know it worked because it got me involved. And so you'll hear that a lot. We saw a post. But I feel like what we're doing, I just had a really great day today. And one of the biggest things I want to say about this company too is you're not in this alone. Like, you have so much support around you. I had Christy hop on a Zoom today, and Mary as well. Mary is like, she's not even financially, attached to my business at all. She shows up and shares her story and answers questions I couldn't answer for one of my new brand partners. And I just want to say, like, we are so blessed to be a part of this company, and I'm grateful. I took the leap of like the first step, and so I did my first Facebook post like they did, and on January 3rd, and I've had over 800 people join my business since then. And I've made like well over $70,000 in my first, and I just feel blessed now also with the products. I had no idea how crappy I was feeling until I started feeling better. I didn't know I had brain fog till it was gone. Christy knew, but I didn't. Christy knows.
I did know.
Yeah. When I used to first hear Mary's story about, less bitchy, I thought, oh, wow. But meanwhile, I think I have the same testimony. I just don't have a husband to tell me. But anyways, I just want to say thank you to everybody. You guys, you're in a really great place to be here to hear this business and these products do work. I lost 25 pounds. The cortisol, there's like, I feel really, really good. There's no more pain, but inflammation's gone. My hormones are getting balanced. I'm starting to smile again and loving life again, and having a desire to live. So
That
back to you, Christy. Thank you.
That is exactly, you get a renewed zest for life. You get your future back. So the name of the company that we are partnered with is partner.co. Don't go to partner.com. That's a dating site. You might find a partner there if you're looking, but you're not going to find any of our incredible products or anything like that. So the reason why we are named Partner Co is because our founders, John Wadsworth and Darren Zobrist, partnered together coming up on just 3 years ago. You see, John was with another company called Tahitian Noni, and he had built that entire business for himself, his downline. He had thousands and thousands of brand partners, and they were doing some restructuring, and he didn't want to lose that. So he went to his very best friend, his partner in his church and asked him, like, can we purchase this? And we call it the 5 day miracle because they partnered with not only Tahitian noni that's been around for almost 30 years, they partnered with the company that has the drops. They've been around for over 15 years. Another company, Limu Seaweed, 17 years, Sincerity, and they formed Partner Co. And now we are #1 in momentum because we have the best of the best. We have decades of products that work, and we have the infrastructure in over 50 plus countries around the world. So we can do business through the power of our social media system. Like, we can have brand partners all over the world using the drops. We have over 100 different products globally to balance your hormones for weight loss, increase that energy, athletic performance. We're launching some awesome skincare. We have beautiful, yummy energy drinks. We just launched an incredible collagen product. We have products to improve your sleep and for gut health. We have everything for anyone at any age, any walk of life. We have something for them, and our products work. Like, literally, you take them and you feel a difference. Now, our products are tested and true. Like, we have over 215 third-party clinical studies because we have decades of research, decades of customers using the products. Our products go through thousands of annual testing. We have about half a dozen listed in the physician's desk reference in the United States, and that is really huge for supplements to get listed into the PDR. So our drops, Tahitian noni, optimals, are in there where doctors can prescribe our nutritional products. Tahitian noni is being used in cancer clinics around the world. We have an incredible research and development team, a wellness council, an athletic council, a partners council. We have a brand partner agreement. They cannot change our comp plan that's rated #1 in the industry, and I'll get into that for the reasons why. We have amazing doctors like Dr. Strand. He has written many books about metabolic dysfunction or insulin resistance. We just brought on Dr. Joshua Plant. He not only looks good, he is heading up some development of some incredible groundbreaking products for the new year. And we have Dr. Penna along with all of us when you get going. So the drops. That's what we're here for. They are viral. You cannot scroll social media without seeing befores and afters and people's testimonials. These are much more than just weight loss, as you can hear from both Mary and Carmen. They support that thyroid. They give you really nice hormone support. So that's your insulin. Your sugars just get balanced out. Your sugar cravings go away. The cortisol levels start to lower. You get really nice appetite control, boost energy, boost your metabolism, and boost your mood. You've heard from both the ladies that they are less bitchy. Don't you want to be? They're my happy drops. I'll probably be a lifer on these drops because I feel so damn good on them. Now, we're not just going to sell you a box of drops and send you on your way. We are going to give you an approved food list. Mary, if you want to talk about the food list.
Yeah, you guys, this is not a diet. This is a lifestyle. This food list was actually designed by doctors for diabetics. It's a low glycemic food list, and it's the way we were meant to eat. We've got proteins, vegetables, fruits. Not You've got so much stuff to eat from it. We can't list it all on here. Once you start taking the drops, you're going to start craving these foods. And we want you to eat a minimum of 1,250 calories. We want you to be full and feel full and fuel your body with goodness. We're also going to provide you with recipes. We've got Facebook groups of support where you can ask questions, where you can find information. And you've got us. We're not going to just leave you alone.
That's right. It's not like you are buying a box from Walmart or a, grocery store or something like that. You get us as brand partners. We want you to succeed. So as you're on your journey with the drops and even in this business, we're going to be checking in with you. We're going to help you on your way because we want you to be successful, feeling good. It's become my life mission. So you can get the Slenderize system for hormonal balance, energy, stress reduction, and anxiety reduction. Stress just seems to slide right off your back. You become the person that you have always envisioned yourself being. So we're just going to run through a few quick testimonials. You see Linda down 8 pounds within her first couple weeks, better mood, positive outlook, sugars leveled out. Her mom, I told you, NEH, right? Rhoda is 87 years old and a few weeks on the drops, and she said she has a renewed zest for life. She's sleeping better, and she's also building a huge business, helping others feel good. My sister Carrie, now, she didn't want to follow the approved food list. She's like, I'm going to eat however I want. She did lose 34 pounds. It did take her quite a bit longer than I did. But what I noticed was she was gradually making, better choices because her sugar cravings were gone. So she was choosing healthier foods, changing that lifestyle. No, even if she didn't even know it. Look at Patricia, her midsection. So that's when the cortisol levels lower, the weight comes off that midsection. Glenn, now he's an individual in a wheelchair and always struggled with pain and sleep and weight gain. In a month on the drops, down 30 pounds and feeling so much better. Carol, 46 pounds down. But look at the difference. It's life changing. Deborah Bader, now she and her husband got on the drops together, and together they're over 50 some pounds. And they're helping each other build an incredible business. They have all their kids on the drops and they're doing fantastic. Now, I just did a drop talk with this fabulous lady last week here in Lethbridge. She's 100 pounds in 6 weeks, following the approved list and getting your water in and taking those drops. The drops don't work if they stay in the bottle. Just get them in you. Kevin, there's that midsection. For men, they tend to lose weight a lot faster because they're a lot less hormonally charged, if you know what I mean, compared to us women. See her midsection very, very quickly. Loss of inflammation, and Claudia cleared up her GI issues. Now, Beth was a little bit different. She has emphysema. She couldn't go up and downstairs without taking a break. 1 month on the drops, and she was going up and downstairs and feeling so much better. I think she's aging backwards. Leanne, 21 pounds, no more hot flashes, no more pain. This is just over and over. Tony, no more back pain, no more migraines, tons of energy. Chocolates. She used to eat like 6 chocolate bars a day. Brenda Bray, down 84 pounds. Look at this couple. I've known them for over 20 years, and Bob jokes that he looks 10 months pregnant there, and his blood pressure has come down. They look like a renewed couple. Kim, she got on the drops. She didn't have weight to lose. She got it on them for the decrease in pain, and it worked within a month. Christy, happier than ever. Corey went on the drops for 2.5 months, changed his lifestyles, got rid of those sugar cravings, and dropped 50 pounds, went off and has maintained for over a year. This is only a few weeks on the drops, and look how she's slimming down and the lumps and bumps. Randy lost 170 pounds in 6 weeks following our system. So you can be a customer like I was for that 24 hours and buy retail, or you can enroll in Canada for $37.95 or $29.95 in the US. You guys, that's less, a business in a box, a legitimate business for less than $40. You get your website, your back office, our share app, our reward app. You get all of our marketing tools professionally done. You get all of our trainings, and you get all of us. It doesn't stop there. You get to buy at wholesale. You get to participate in the #1 compensation plan in the world. The system is very duplicatable, as you can hear, and viral all over social media. We have real people with rapid results worldwide, and it's a completely organic build. Carmen has over 800. I think Mary has 800. Like, it just happens because people need to get healthy. They feel like crap, and they also need income. A very high reorder rate because, yes, I'm at my goal weight, but I'm going to be a lifer on these drops because I feel too good, and it duplicates very easy. So first things first, when you get in for that one-time fee, we need you to get to what we call top pay or ultimate within your first 4 weeks. And you can see that you can come in activated, business, elite, But that ultimate, that's a one-time thing in your first 4 weeks by getting to 1,500 point value or selling 30 boxes of drops. Don't be scared. We have a system for you. You just plug in with the Boards app and we give you everything that you need no matter what country you're in. You get your 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. posts on Facebook. You can schedule them out. It works very, very well. And in between, you want to schedule some lifestyle posts, some family pictures, pictures of your dogs. Go check out Mary's Facebook. She's got wild things happening on her farm nonstop. And then we follow up with people who say, "What are those drops?" Just like Joni did with me, just like I did with Mary and Carmen. There's scripts made. So even if you don't even have your own testimonial yet, we're sharing real people, real results. I have met almost everybody we post about. And then when you get your own testimony, you throw that in. People love to watch a journey. They want to see what's happening. And the text scripts are plug and play. If someone asks for information, it's right there at your fingertips. So you know how we're going to get there, but how are we going to get paid? We get paid 9 different ways every Friday on the previous week's work. We get retail profits, new volume bonus, base commission, savings bonus, income position bonus, payline bonus, matching bonus, business rewards, loyalty shopping. Like you guys, we get paid so many different ways. I don't even know what's coming in on a Friday. I just know that if I plug and play and be consistent, I'm making a paycheck. So those retail profits, that's when you can buy in bulk and resell your drops or send out smart links anywhere in the world that we are in. So in Canada, you can get started and income activated at the income activated level at 200 PV with a 4-pack. It costs $500. We resell them full price. One box is $236. We usually like to give a 15% off discount. So when you sell 3, yours is free and you made money in your pocket. In the US, same thing. We retail them for $176. We give them a bit of a discount on their first box. When you sell 3, yours is free, money in your pocket. But what if you want to make a huge investment into your business, into your life, into the potential? You want to come in and lock in at that ultimate and gold for life. Remember, it's a one-time deal. And grab that 30-pack, 1,500 PV. And when you resell those boxes, you pocket over $2,700. You start building a team. I have almost 2,000 people on my team right now. I don't know 2,000 people, but people who reached out do, and it just starts multiplying. So that new volume bonus, you can see, say I enroll Mary and she came in at ultimate. I get, because I'm ultimate, I get 30% new volume bonus. I just made 450 US or around 600 Canadian. Imagine if you enrolled one new ultimate every week. That's an extra $600 in your pocket every single week. Remember, you're still making your retail profits as well. Then you start building that team. And this is where our comp plan really differs from the other ones out there. Normally, you can only build 2 legs. The company keeps your biggest volume leg and you get paid 5 to 10% on that smaller leg. Well, here at Partner Co, when you come in as ultimate or get to ultimate, you unlock 3 legs and you can build as many legs wide, as many and deep as you want to go, and you get paid 15% on all of your pay legs. And when they optimize, that's a $2,000 US per week or $2,800 Canadian. So I just look at that 2,800, 2,800, 2,800, 2,800. Remember, you're still making your new volume bonus and your retail sales. Now, that power leg, we also get paid on that. We get paid in matching bonuses on all legs, but especially on that power leg. So when you have big builders that come in and they just explode, you want them to do well because there's no breakaways. So say I enroll Carmen. She's on my first generation. She makes $1,000 that week. I make 150. And you can just see how that Carmen enrolls Shorty. Shorty makes $1,000 a week. I make $100. You can just see how the teamwork, that is the beauty of this business. We are partners. We want each other to do well. We want each other to, feel good, make money. Why not? We also get paid a savings bonus in lieu of a car program. Now, I received mine in June, and it was like I felt like I won Publishers Clearinghouse. We get these giant checks. You get $10,000 USD. And how do you earn that? Each and every week, when you earn $250 on your base commissions on your pay legs, PartnerCo bonuses you 15% into a savings account. Once it reaches 10,000 USD, you get a giant check, but it doesn't end there. After you unlock that, each and every week, you have the potential to make an additional $500 USD. I call that a mortgage program because if you max that out every week, that's $24,000 a year. And remember, you're still getting all the other ways we get paid. One last point that I love to touch on because we're all working hard to get these free trips. And I had 4 or 5 people from my team. We were only in the business 10 months and we qualified to go to Punta Cana. I brought my kids and we got to spend time with John and Darren and their families and get to know our teams and experience trips of a lifetime. We're actually going to Maui in the new year. I've already qualified for me and my kids to go. Mary's qualified, Carmen, and numerous people on our team are already going. And you still have time to qualify for this. We launched a couple new products in September, an incredible electrolyte and a collagen that helps. It has peptides in it. So you actually just start producing your own new collagen as well. So it's really good for your joints. So basically, that is our business in a box. And if you are here tonight as a guest, I would really say join us, partner with us. We're going to link arms. We're going to help you get healthy. We're going to help you get wealthy. And I'll tell you, this is the first time in my life that I can live authentically. We don't have to add any fluff to this business because number one, our products work and we have a track record to prove it. And our comp plan is number one. And then we have the system to plug in and play. So thank you for coming out tonight. Please partner with us and let's change our lives for 2026.